Hello, my name is Tim Stolte. My proposal for this program is the Student Ambassadors Mentoring Program. It is a school-based peer mentoring program to help at-risk students with academics as well as behavior improvement. This program pairs freshmen and sophomores that are underachieving academically and behaviorally with juniors and seniors who serve as their mentors. The goal of this program is to increase the graduation rate while decreasing the dropout rate in high school. Here is a little information about myself. I graduated from the University of Nevada, Reno with a bachelor's in secondary education with an emphasis in social studies. Now I'm currently pursuing a master's degree in administrative leadership at Sierra Nevada College. While I was in Reno, I was a substitute teacher with the Washoe County School District. Then I moved back down to Las Vegas to finish out my student teaching. After I did my student teaching, I was a substitute teacher. Shortly thereafter, I was hired as a high school social studies teacher, and currently I am teaching high school. Right now I'm the department chair of social studies and the foreign language department at my high school. Also, I teach AP US History and AP US Government as well. This is the correlation of the Student Ambassadors Mentoring Program to the Sierra Nevada College mission statement. The mission statement is that our graduates will be scholars of and contributors to a sustainable world. Sierra Nevada College combines the liberal arts and professional preparedness through an interdisciplinary curriculum which emphasizes entrepreneurial thinking and environmental, social, economic, and educational sustainability. Along with this mission statement, the core value of the Student Ambassadors Mentoring Program is to improve graduation rates and reduce the dropout rates. The Student Ambassadors Mentoring Program also encourages team building and college, but also career preparation and readiness. This program is the building block towards improving the community and contributing to a sustainable world. This is the proposal overview. The Student Ambassadors Mentoring Program is intended for high school students. It matches low-achieving underclassmen with high-achieving upperclassmen students who serve as mentors for these low-achieving students. The mentors are chosen through two avenues, and that is through either teacher recommendation or counselor recommendation. And also, the students that were involved in this program previously, as freshmen and sophomores, as mentees, can also serve as mentors. Also, this program pairs students based on a one-to-one dyadic relationship, meaning two individuals working together for a common goal. This program is a 9-month commitment that begins in October and ends in May of the same school year. Mentors and the proteges, are also called mentees, meet after school weekly in a fixed location in the high school for academic tutoring and the check of the mentees' progress for reaching their goals they establish in this program. Each of these mentor sessions meet after school as an entire student ambassadors group, and it is followed by the teachers, coordinators, and sponsors meeting with the individual dyadic pairs to follow up on the mentor and mentee relationship and their progress. This process will be consistent throughout the school year. The targeted group for this Student Ambassadors Mentoring Program is that it's geared to students in lower and middle socioeconomic classes that are considered at risk, whether it is behavioral problems or academic problems, and they are seen to be potential high school dropouts. This group specifically targets 9th and 10th grade students to help these students out early before they fall behind in the later grades such as junior and senior year. This program is based on research. The research impacts provide a basis for why this program exists and how effective this program can be. We take a look on this slide here that mentoring programs are an effective way to raise graduation rates. We have a quote coming from the National Dropout Prevention Center and Network. Teens who didn't graduate high school have a caring adult in their life might have made a difference. Mentoring is one effective strategy to prevent dropouts, promoted by the National Dropout Prevention Center and Network. This also serves a basis with peer mentoring programs. Further research provides the positive impacts a school-based mentoring program can have on the lives of young adults. Guidance is vital for the relationship building. We take a look at that mentoring programs have children with volunteer adults or older students and facilitate regular meetings of those pairs. The theory is that the children benefit from the additional adult support as well as the guidance we see in a peer mentoring program. A mentoring program provides a structured institution where students can build a relationship outside of the home environment. We also get a great quote here. Mentoring matches are encouraged to view the development of a trusting, mutually satisfying relationship as the primary goal of their time spent together. The mentoring program serves students. Students work together with their peers, and they build this mutually satisfying relationship based on trust and the goals they're trying to accomplish. The table provided on this slide includes the overall budget for this program. We have a budgeted area with materials, resources, and also the work labor provided and needed for this program. We take a look at the specific items needed, the estimated cost, and the quantity of those items, as well as the overall cost. We take a look at the pencils, pens, the whiteboard markers, the black printer ink, and copy paper needed to successfully market this program. We also take a look at the resources needed for this program, and that is at least one classroom in the school, and then also to help with the academic tutoring, a provided textbook for each subject within the school. Also, we ask for volunteer teachers. This is not mandatory for teachers, but this is a great avenue for teachers to help students reach their goals that they have in high school. The overall cost of this program is approximately $111.57. The Student Ambassadors Mentoring Program aligns with theories proposed by Werner Erhard and Robert Putnam. These theories look to improve the situation, whether that situation is difficult or challenging, by using positive and encouraging methods. It aligns perfectly with these theories. Robert Putnam asserts that there must be a reconnection between family, friends, and the community, while Erhard defines possibility as a declaration of what a person creates in the world each time a person shows up. Further research provided shows why the Student Ambassadors Mentoring Program would benefit from a community partnership and how peer mentoring provides better results. Outside research supports the idea that the Student Ambassadors Mentoring Program would benefit both the mentors and the mentees. Peer mentoring, as shown in this research, can give students a better chance of being successful in the classroom as well as outside in the community. Based on this research, Student Ambassadors Mentoring Program will enable students to build enhanced academic, social, and behavioral skills while receiving the necessary tools to become productive community members. Now we come to where a possible partnership between a community member and the Student Ambassadors Mentoring Program This mentoring program seeks to foster a partnership with Big Brothers Big Sisters of Southern Nevada. This program first started in New York City in 1904 by Ernest Calder. The Southern Nevada chapter, however, was founded in 1973 to serve the Las Vegas community. The philosophy of Big Brothers Big Sisters is to help a child's future for the better by empowering them to achieve. This program aligns with the Student Ambassadors Mentoring Program. The Big Brothers Big Sisters of Southern Nevada perform mentoring of youth, and the Student Ambassadors Mentoring Program could utilize this expertise to train the mentors within this program. Also, the mentors would also have the qualifications to possibly work as volunteers as the Big Brothers Big Sisters to enhance their abilities as mentors to the underclassmen. This meaning is that after they serve as mentors, and even when they serve as mentors in Student Ambassadors Mentoring Program, they can also work as possibly a big brother or a big sister for youth outside of their high school. The mission statement of these two organizations are similar in regards to how they mentor youth and why they mentor youth. Further research provided on this slide supports the impact of a community partnership between the Student Ambassadors Mentoring Program and an outside community organization. A peer mentoring program was created between the student mentors and younger mentees to determine the positive impact for the mentors. Finding suggests that mentors perceive themselves as maturing into adults. Mentors felt a sense of connection with their mentee, and the mentor relationship established a better connection on an equal basis, more so than a staff-pupil relationships. This is meaning that mentors even find this beneficial for both the mentee and themselves. A school-based mentoring program would benefit mentees relative to their non-mentored peers. The youth involved in this program would experience modest academic benefits and would provide consistent structure for these students. And that is the key to this program, is it does provide structure for these underachieving students. Based on the research, this program will provide a positive impact on the lives of low-achieving students and help them prepare for post-secondary endeavors, which include preparing them for college. So this school-based mentoring program will be set up in a mentor-mentee format similar to a didactic relationship that meets after school once a week. And the important part here is that a peer-to-peer interaction will be most beneficial and the most learning will take place. The Student Ambassadors Mentoring Program will also bridge the low-achieving students to learn skills, and it will foster meaningful and sustained relationships in this program. Further research conducted shows how there are community and societal impacts to partnering with the Student Ambassadors Program with other outside community partners. Okay. Findings suggested a positive impact from school-based mentoring programs, but the study conducted identified clear limitations in the ability to maintain sustained relationships after the first year of the program. Okay. But however, there is a consistent structure with programs such as this, and this structure will go beyond the classroom, and they can use this to go into programs like Big Brothers and Big Sisters to partner with these outside partners. And from there, they can build long-lasting, sustained relationships with others. Now we will take a look at proposal advocacy. Specifically, we're going to take a look at the 5 practices of exemplary leadership. First, we look at model the way. A leader models the way they want the people that serves under them, of the way they want to lead. We also take a look at inspire shared vision. It's paramount that the leader shares their vision with the people they lead. Also, they challenge the process, as well as they enable others to act, enable others to help out, and provide a basis for an excellent model. And the biggest part of this is encourage the heart. The heart is where it all begins, where that change begins, and it's to spark the change that a leader wants. Now we take a look at setting the example. In this program, mentors are leaders, and they exhibit positive attitudes that they expect from themselves as well as the people they mentor. Also, the mentors share the values the mentees want to emulate, meaning the mentors provide that excellent example, and they set the high expectations for these mentors. Also, we take a look at the foundation of positive relationships and how they are built on trust, and that is vital for these relationships. As well as the mentors who serve as leaders confront the incidences that may not allow these relationships between mentors and mentees to be successful. And finally, the key part is that these mentors, as leaders, celebrate the successes together with their mentees and celebrate what it means to be successful. A great example of a leader that provides example is Coach Tony Dungy. He was a former head coach in the NFL. He coached the Indianapolis Colts to a Super Bowl win, as well as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He is involved in a fellowship of Christian athletes, as well as this program, Big Brothers Big Sisters, that this program looks to partner with, and finally, the Boys and Girls Clubs. Currently, he serves as an analyst for the NBC's Football Night in America. The key part here is that he discusses how mentor relationships can shape and transform in virtually any area of life. He also states that your only job is to help your players to be better. And those players happen to be the mentees that these mentors are leading. Now we take a look at a quote given by Coach Dungy. At its core, mentoring is about building character into the lives of others, modeling and teaching attitudes and behaviors, and creating a constructive legacy to be passed along to future generations of leaders. And this is exactly what the Student Ambassadors Mentoring Program believes. In this program, we build character, and we model the way we want others to treat ourselves. And the mentor serves as those models of great leaders. This is also all built around a winning team. This includes putting the right people on the bus, removing the wrong people from the bus that you create, and then finally placing the right people in the right seats. And that is key in part of this. How this applies to Student Ambassadors Mentoring Program is that we evaluate the partner relationship between the mentors and the mentees. We take a look at the leadership qualities of the mentors and see how well they can fit with the mentees. We also take a look at the leader membership exchange theory, that it takes another approach and conceptualizes leadership as a process that is centered on the interactions between the leaders and the followers. This theory also promotes a network of partnership and inclusion. Another theory that we take a look at is the transformative leadership, and it is a process whereby a person engages with others and creates a connection that raises the level of motivation and morality in both the leader and the follower. This idea we take a look at in the Student Ambassadors Mentoring Program to determine what type of leader is within the mentors and how well they can lead their mentees. How we look at what type of leaders these mentors are is that we examine the leadership styles and traits that each member has. And how we do that is through three ways. And that is the leadership trait questionnaire, the skills inventory, and the style questionnaire. We also take a look at the leadership strengths and weaknesses each member of the team has. The strengths that are seen is persistence, determined, trustworthy, dependable, friendly, self-confident, and flexible. I see those traits in myself as well as the mentors that are going to be coming into this program. Also, we take a look at the weaknesses we have, as we are human beings and we do have weaknesses. One of the weaknesses that I see in myself is the communication with others, as well as articulation. Both of these traits are weaknesses that I have and need to improve on in order to become a better leader. We also take into account the team members' leadership qualities. As a good leader, as a great leader in fact, we take a look at the balance of strengths and weaknesses of each team member and how each team member can benefit from each other and help to build each other up in order to make a program successful and to become the best leader that they can be. Now we take a look at the Student Ambassadors Mentoring Program and get to what really it means. And here's the thing, it builds the foundations for their future and how we help students propel themselves to become successful citizens. Especially how these students can perform better academically and set a great foundation for their future. Now we take a look at the student reasons for joining this program. It improves grades as well as their behavior, increases the extracurricular involvement within the school. It also receives the necessary tools to become a successful student. And finally, the important part here is that it helps reach their graduation goals and to become productive citizens as well as to better themselves for the future. Now we come to the actual reason why choose this program. And that's the thing. This program is a school-based program that is a peer mentoring program unlike any other. It allows students to mentor other students rather than teachers or other adults mentoring these students. This program is also a goal-oriented program that allows students to interact with other students to achieve academic success. And finally, students involved in this program will improve academically, as well as they will have the necessary tools to become productive community members beyond high school. Also, the Student Ambassadors Mentoring Program should be funded, simply because the core values of this program is to improve graduation rates and reduce dropout rates. And that is vital for any high school. The ultimate goal is to make sure that our students, the ones that we teach and we care about, are able to be successful and move beyond to graduate. Also, the improved graduation rate also increases employment rates and the civic engagement within the community. And that is our ultimate goal, especially as myself as a social studies teacher. So we want to make sure these students can be successful, can be productive citizens, and be able to be employable to help out their community. Now, really quick, we're going to review just the timeline. Okay, remember the timeline is based off of a 9-month school year, and the process for recruitment begins actually in August, where we will recruit mentors as well as volunteer teachers and the mentees. Teachers can recommend, as well as their counselors, to recommend these mentees, as well as mentors can sign up for this program. Finally, in September, the actual peer mentoring program begins and their yearly goals are established for the mentees. In January, we'll have a mid-year grade check, and we also check their goals. and basically making sure that they have the progress that they need for their goals. And finally, as this program wraps up in May, we look at the assessment of the program and how successful it was to these students in order for them to become more successful. Now again, we're going to review the budgets. Okay, the overall cost is about $111.57, and this includes the materials, which includes the pens, pencils, whiteboard markers, black printer ink, and copy paper. In order for this program to be successful at the very beginning, we also take a look at the resources needed within the school, and that is at least one classroom in the school, and then the textbooks needed for the program in order to help the students with academics. And finally, we take a look at the labor and work needed for this program, and that's simply just volunteer teachers willing to take up their time to help students to become successful in this program. Next, we look at the markables for this program. Attached here is a flyer for the program for recruitment. Simply, it states, need extra help in classes, want to prepare for college? The student mentoring program allows for that. The Student Ambassadors Mentoring Program will show how academic and college life preparation can help within your life. And again, here's just the contact information for that. Again, we come to another marketable, and that is the brochure for this program. This provides the core statements as well as great quotes to help students better understand what the program is and why have this program. And also it provides a means for other community members to look at our program and boil down what it actually means, and why this program should be happening at local high schools. Finally, we come to the references. We have 2 slides that include the references used in this presentation. Thank you for your time, and please consider this program. This is a great program for students to become better citizens, achieve better grades, and finally basically just reach their academic goals that they have and gear them towards graduation. Again, thank you for this time, and thank you for your time.